It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That's Fozzy with Wonderlust. And kicking off the show tonight, we heard Megadeth with Psychotron. And this is Neeley along with my good friend and Psychotron, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
I am not here tonight, and neither are you.
No, we're kind of aberrations or what is that new thing that they're doing on stage for people who no longer are with us?
Oh, with the
hologram
thing?
Hologram?
Hologram, yeah.
Yeah, we're holograms in your ears tonight.
That's right. We are not even listening right now. We don't care. We're not concerned with what you're hearing.
Well, you know, because I am such a narcissist when it comes to the Classic Metal Show, I probably am listening on my iPhone.
You probably, in between songs from Dockin' tonight, you're probably plugged in on your little headphone in your ear. Oh, shit, that's us.
Yeah, we're playing. We're live.
Yeah. Hey, John, listen to this. Here's us on the air right now while I'm standing here with you.
Right. Well, anyway, Chris and I are doing the Classic Metal Show for you hardcore fans because we believe that you deserve a show. And just because we want to take the weekend off doesn't mean you should suffer without brand new Classic Metal Show to get you through your week.
Yeah, from what we understand, there are people that get to work on Mondays and they cannot survive if we have not given them 7 to 10 new things to listen to every week. So what the fuck? We decided we would waste our Thursday night and record you guys up an edition of the Classic Metal Show.
Now, did you say waste? This is not a waste. This is putting our time to good use.
It's not? You're telling me right now you wouldn't rather be perched on your couch over there, feet up, watching the football game?
Well, you know what? I do that anyway. So, this is a nice departure from what I normally do.
Well, I will just say on my behalf, I wish to God I was watching the football game. But I'll sacrifice for the CMS fans.
Well, who's playing tonight? I don't even know.
It's the Broncos and the Ravens.
Well, since I've disconnected from the world of television,
yeah,
I don't even follow what's going on with TV anymore.
Well, it's free. It's free TV.
Is it on the NFL Network where you could watch it on your computer?
Oh, I have no idea. I know it's on NBC, and I can get that for free.
Nice.
That's why I would be watching it, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm dedicated to the CMS.
Sure. Well, the thing is, Mr. Aiken, you and I have taken time off this summer to do various activities, and with the with the Spreaker, we've been able to give our fans some live stuff or some happening now stuff when we aren't here.
Sure.
And we felt we owe it to them, because everybody's been very cool about tuning in. And this is, would you arguably say this has probably been the biggest year for the CMS to recent memory?
I would say, yeah. I mean, you've said it numerous times to me off air, and I say it as well. It just feels like it's getting bigger. It just feels like it's growing, and there's a lot more eyes on us, and we're getting a lot of different opportunities pitched at us, literally weekly now to do different things. So, yeah, I would say it is really taking off right now, and, that's one of the reasons I don't want to take a week off.
Sure. Well, through the colder months that unfortunately are going to be coming our way, I don't really foresee a lot of downtime for the CMS, and so we're just trying to get our last summertime hurrah in before it's time to hunker down and stay out of the snow. Yeah, well, you know me, I will be chasing pussy here and there, but for the most part, I don't think we'll be missing too many things over the winter. Not really. Not at all. So anyway, I'm just glad to be a part of the CMS. I want to personally say thank you to you for returning to the CMS and being my partner again.
Well, it has been a privilege for you to have me with you every week, that's for sure.
Yeah, I get on my knees and thank the Lord every day. Thanks for bringing that foul-mouthed asshole back to me.
Nothing is better than ruining my Saturday by having to listen to that disgusting filth.
Right. You know what was cringeworthy when it comes to disgusting filth?
What's that?
Your work up to the CMS Mikey segment last week. I could only imagine his mother sitting there listening to you talk about her swallowing jizz.
Oh, well, then you certainly wouldn't want to hear the text that I was that I was sent.
Oh, really? Can you share it?
I'm looking for it as we speak. Where's Mike?
Because I listened to that again this week via the Spreaker, and by the way, at this point, we're at 113,000 downloads.
Are we really?
Yep.
That's a ton, man.
113,000 downloads in 1 year.
Yeah. All right, here's the text. It says, I think Mikey might have written this too, not even Mike, not right, Mike Sr., but Mike Jr.
Okay.
Mama says, normally she'd be offended, but please know she digs you and Neeley, so she's not upset and she doesn't swallow.
Ah, wow. Wow. Well, I'm that kind of makes me feel a little bit better, just a little bit. But you went off on the rails last week and said some kind of what I consider cringeworthy stuff just before Mikey came on the show with us.
Okay, Mr. Phone Sex with a Dude, you're going to tell me I'm cringeworthy?
Hey, I didn't set that up. That was just all happening. I didn't have anything to do with that.
You want to talk about cringeworthy? I think we're both guilty last week.
Sure. Well, last week's show was a good show, but we hope and we would like to think that we're going to give you a good show this week. This week, we have an interview with kind of a recluse drummer, Nick Menza.
Nick has not been around very much. Since leaving Megadeth, he's, as you probably remember, he left under sort of odd circumstances where he had some illness. Remember?
Yeah, his son's had something wrong with his leg or his foot or something, right?
Like cyst on his knee or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something. And he had to leave the band to have surgery, and then they just didn't welcome him back in typical Dave Mustaine fashion. So, but Nick is going to be on. He has a new book getting ready to come out, and so they reached out to us actually and said, "Hey, Nick would like to come on the show and promote it."
Now, didn't Nick move to China or something? Wasn't he in Japan or China or something?
That's Marty.
That's Marty Friedman, right?
Yeah, Nick, as far as I know, lives in L.A.
Okay, all right. My mistake. My mistake. Mixing up the mega dudes.
Oh my God, Michael Butler gonna have a field day with that.
Sure.
See, those fuckers don't know anything.
Right.
And they're fat.
Right. Happy to be in good company.
Yeah, there you go.
And then also tonight we've got Chris Jericho of the WWE wrestling fame, as well as his band Fozzy.
Yeah. Now, didn't you say that somebody was asking you when we were going to have Jericho on?
Yeah, I saw somebody was asking if we had done an interview with Jericho and if it was going to be on and what happened to that and when can I hear it. Well, tonight is the night.
That's right. A lot of hardcore WWE fans out there, man.
Well, that's kind of strange because today I was talking to a coworker, and he was mentioning to me that he's not such a big fan of what goes on in wrestling today, but back 20 years ago, it was so much better. And I said, you know what, you and my partner Chris would get along just great.
Oh, we would, dude. Literally, let me tell you the other side. On this side, there is actually some talk between me and my good friend John about doing a podcast like once a month about wrestling. And specifically, what we want to do is we want to take the old wrestling videos, like the old WrestleManias and whatnot, and watch them. And as we're watching them, do a podcast, talking about.
Oh, so you sort of do running commentary.
Yeah, Michael Butler style.
Sure. Stream of consciousness.
Yeah, man. We could talk to the TV. Maybe I'm ready, but yeah, there is talk about me doing just something for fun, like once a month or something.
Right.
So there's wrestling talk going on in this camp.
Sure, absolutely. All right. Well, it sounds like a jam-packed show with us this week. We're talking about getting to some of the emails we've been meaning to get to.
Sure.
And we got some date talk.
Yes, we definitely have some date talk.
For those who like to hear about our exploits in the dating world, we've got some, what do you want to call it? Do you want to call some social views of dating and women and whatnot?
Yeah, I would call it, whore chat.
Or snatch chat.
Snatch chat.
Snatch chat.
It is snatch chat with Neeley and Chris.
Sure. So we got some of that coming your way. Also, what else we got here? Let me look at your list.
Well, I know one thing that we have to get to this week is one of our fans sent me this interview with some redneck dude.
Okay.
Interviewing the guy from Loudness.
Oh, from Roudness.
Oh, my God, is it fucking hilarious. I don't even want to say what it's about yet. But, I mean, from question one, it's only like 4 minutes long. But from question one, I was howling laughing.
Does he mention hand job?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that when you hear the first question, you're going to be like, what in the fuck? It's almost like an addendum to last week with the kid interviewing Mike Tramp.
Sure.
Only this guy's a grown-up, but he might as well be a kid because it's going to help Loudness none.
Right.
Their band.
Right. Nice. Well, also, there's a little bit, and it's not a lot. I mean, it's not something too detrimental, but it is a little bit of fallout from the Eddie Trunk discussion last week.
Really?
Yeah. I just noticed it today prior to us recording the show tonight.
There's somebody said something about our show?
Yes.
Oh.
One of our fans trying to stir some shit.
Oh.
Trying to stir it up.
All right.
So I will make special mention of that a little bit later too.
Okay, that sounds good.
And then you attended a bachelor party earlier this week, which I'm sure you're going to fill us in on.
Normally I wouldn't, and I'll be honest. Normally a bachelor party I would leave where it was because there'd be some sort of a threat of the chick being pissed or whatever. But A, there's no chance of that.
Okay.
And B, when I explain what happened at this bachelor party, you're going to be like, what in the fuck? It literally, dude, I swear to God, I cannot write or make this shit up. The shit that happens in my world is just stupid.
Right.
And this is yet another example of it.
Sure. All right. Well, that's what's going on in the Classic Metal Show tonight. Of course, as we mentioned at the top of the show, we are not live, but this is a new show.
Yeah, chat room's open.
Chat room's open. If you want to jump in, chatandkill.com, chatandkill.com, be a part of the show. Hang out with your pals, although Chris and I won't be in there. But you ever notice, Chris, when you or I are not in the chat room, there's just no interest.
Yeah, I know. And meanwhile, you and I barely participate.
Yeah, but as long as our names are in there, people will show up.
Well, my name is in there.
Sure.
I might
just log in just for the hell of it, just to have my name in there.
Well, dude, you use the Pal Talk.
I'll do that. I'll
on your phone.
I'll pull it down on the iPhone, and while I'm rocking with Dawkins tonight, I'll do the Pal Talk.
There you go. You could participate. Me, I'll be at a wedding. I'm allegedly being hooked up at a wedding, so I might be knee deep in fucking wedding poon.
There you go.
I hope.
Nice. All right. Well, what do you say we jump into some tunage here? Give these fine folks some songs.
Yeah.
Give them a chance to settle in, get a drink, do whatever it is they need to do, and we'll jump into some Alice in Chains. What do you think we ought to play?
Well, I am thinking, since the theme tonight with the music is definitely heavier, there's not going to be anything soft tonight. I'm thinking maybe some brand new Alice in Chains, maybe the lead track from the new album, whatever, it's something about dinosaurs.
Elephants or dinosaurs used to live here or something.
I think the dinosaurs were here or something. Whatever it's called, it's brand new. Talk about an album that did not impact at all, though, did it?
That, you know what? I saw so much run up to this release. They had this pre-release video that they were running on Vivo.
Yeah.
And they were doing all this hype and stuff, and then it got released, and then nothing.
I mean, that thing went nowhere.
How is it, though? What do you think? I've played it through maybe 3 times personally.
I've played it more than that, but I like it personally. I think it's a pretty solid record, but I don't know. There's something missing on it, and I don't know what it is. There's just not that one dynamic song at all. It's kind of slow.
Could it be Lane Staley?
No, because the last album was good.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being silly.
check your brain, and that was good.
Right.
I don't know. There's something missing to it. Maybe it's the fucking shitty artwork too. Boy, that artwork does blow a dick, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Fucking awful. But the music's good, so why don't we play a little bit of that? Why don't we play Hollow from the new Alice in Chains?
All right. Well, jump into the chat, chatandkill.com, and here it is. It's Alice in Chains exclusively here
on your classic metal show.